What's going on, you guys? It's the Talking Sasquatch, and it's great to have you back. Now, some of you know that Defcon is actually going on next week. Well, I guess for you guys, it's happening right now. And I gotta say, I am excited, but completely stressed out. This year, I feel like the entire community has gone completely full send for Defcon. There's so much cool stuff. Everybody just keeps making more and more stuff to bring. It's absolutely insane. And that goes for me as well. I've actually already shipped out like a 10-pound box of stuff to Defcon, and I'm bringing even more with me. And if that wasn't enough stuff to do, I actually finally got around to opening up the web store. So check out link down below, or shop.squatch.zip, or shop.talkingsasquatch.com, and check out all of our cool merch. So yeah, today's video is just going to be all the things that I'm super excited for as far as Defcon goes, and I even wore the shirt that I wore to Defcon last year. So I'm going to go over all of the tech I'm bringing, all of the swag I'm bringing, and all of the stuff that I really can't wait to see. Defcon last year was literally one of the most fun experiences of my entire life. I got to meet so many of you guys, and hopefully this year, I'll get to meet so many more. So yeah, this is going to be the video where I talk about all the things I love about Defcon and all the things I'm looking forward to. I cannot wait. So let's get at it. Alright, so I guess first things first is, what am I bringing? Because I'm bringing a ton of stuff, so let's check it out. Alright, so the first thing is, I actually printed like 1,500 stickers, and they're surprisingly heavy, so I ended up having to ship those out. But yeah, we did the entire run of Fall Out Boy Hackers stickers. I've got me, so we've got Talking Sasquatch, of course, Crash Override, Acid Burn, Serial Killer, The Phantom Freak, The Plague, Lord Nikon, Joey, and then we also have a couple of my own stickers. So we have the one Talking Sasquatch and this logo. I love this logo. This one's all over the merch store. So if you like this logo, you can get it on everything. It's sick. And then we also have maker chips. So we've got Talking Sasquatch. This actually glows in the dark. And we've got the logo in the back, which came out great. And I have an absolutely ungodly amount of these. I think there's like 500 or so right here. So yeah, very heavy. And then we have the Talking Sasquatch NES cartridges. So we got a little sleeve right here, pops in there. There's going to be a key ring on here, but these came out awesome. I've got my logo on these ones. However, I also made ones for Tiberius, of course, Rabbit Labs, Hack 5, Rocket God, and Polybius, because he's an absolute legend. What's also cool about those is these have NFC. There's an NTAG 215 inside there, so if you scan it with your phone, it takes you to my website or, whatever. And I left them unlocked, so if you have one of these, you can actually reprogram it to do whatever you want. Super cool. And as with the coins, I have more than a few of these guys. Now, as far as tech goes, I'm actually going to streamline down from what I brought last year. I brought an absolute ton of stuff last year. So, I mean, of course, the first thing's going to be the Flipper Zero. I'm actually going to bring two of these running two different firmwares for obvious reasons. Of course, I'm bringing the Flipper Zero. Can't forget that. And of course, I'd never go to a hacking convention without the card pewter running the evil card pewter by the other one, because it's, in my opinion, the best money in hacking, and this is one of the most capable pieces of firmware you can possibly get your hands on. It's absolutely legendary. So always have this. A new thing that I'm bringing for this year is actually the DJI Mini Lav mics. These things are absolutely awesome. They are so freaking tiny. They're so tiny. With all the people that are coming this year, I might want to do an interview or something that we can actually talk to each other, because the convention floor gets pretty loud. So yeah, these guys are super cool. Can't wait to use them. So it's about a 6-hour plane trip from here to Vegas, assuming everything goes right. Don't get me all started on flights and stuff, because if you listen to my last year video, the flight back was terrible. But last year I brought my Jabra Elite headphones, or earbuds, whatever, and they died halfway through the flight for whatever reason. I was switching to one earbud back and forth. I don't know what the heck was going on. So this year, I'm actually bringing these Nothing headphones. This is their more expensive, like $130 ones. These actually came free with my Nothing 3 phone, and I actually love this phone. I know there's some controversy and stuff, but like, this thing's really fun. Like, look at this. You got a little camera on there. It's cool. I like it. Shut up. Anyway, it came with these absolutely awesome headphones. These might be the best earbuds I've ever used. They're absolutely hard to take out. They're so gorgeous, and they're so light. You don't even know you're wearing them. These things are great. So I've got these as my mains, and then we'll have the Jabras as a backup, because, it just sucks running out of headphones in the middle of a flight. You have nothing to listen to, so don't let it happen to you. Now, last year I didn't bring a laptop because I don't really do too many CTFs, but this year I've actually got a buddy who's hooking me up with a laptop there, so, if I find any opportunities to do CTFs, I guess I'll have a computer for that. I am bringing a netbook for the airplane just because I want to be able to watch stuff, talk to people on Discord, that kind of deal, so, whatever, why not? And I almost forgot, what I'm also bringing are a bunch of these dual ESPs by AWOC Dynamics. These are Squatch edition. These are absolutely gorgeous. And I've got some of them I've already sold. Some of these I'm wheeling and dealing. Some of these I'm kind of giving away to cool people. But I've brought a bunch of these, and man, these came out absolutely awesome. Now, look over at AWOC Dynamics after Defcon, because once I'm out of them, they're going to be actually for sale in a very, very limited run on AWOC Dynamics. So, again, keep an eye out. So yeah, that's most of what I'm bringing to Defcon. But now I want to talk about some of the things I'm really, really excited about. But not before this segue to today's sponsor, PCBWay. PCBWay is your one-stop shop for PCB design, manufacture, 3D printing, sheet metal fabrication, and more. PCBWay has engineers on staff that will help you every single step of the process. It literally couldn't be easier. I've worked with PCBWay on countless projects, and every single time, everything has come out flawlessly, and it's just super, super easy. And as always, the module store is chock full of absolutely amazing things that really just makes my imagination go. So head on down to PCBWay.com for a free instant quote. You guys are absolutely awesome. Thank you for the continued support. Let's get back at it. All right, so of course, one of the most exciting and fun parts of DEF CON is badge life. So this was actually the DEF CON badge from last year. It's super, super cool. And if you flip it upside down, there we go. We've got buttons. It's a whole game. This thing's absolutely fantastic. Now, actually, we have our own badges, kind of. ZR Kraken and Jabo Hack were working on the Nyan box, and this thing's absolutely amazing. And you'll see a whole video on this later. Now, granted, obviously, it's not in here. This is just the case that I printed. But this thing's going to be absolutely legendary, so keep an eye out for this. Now, last year, actually, one of the boards I bought with my own money was the Free Will Eye. It's actually called Free Will Eye. I'm going to call it Free Willy because I like it more. But yeah, the Free Will Eye board with the whale tail. This thing is an absolute menace. This is all CAN bus, IO. This thing does crazy stuff. But those guys actually sent me all the other stuff that the Free Willy will do, and yo, check this stuff out, it's crazy. Now, the Free Will Eye is made by Intrepid Control Systems, which is a little bit confusing because they're making the badges for ICS Village, which is the Industrial Control System Village, so I get those two confused all the time, but check it out. They made a bunch of what they're calling Orca add-on boards. This one right here is the Maestro board. It plugs right into the bottom, bam, and I'm just gonna read off the list. Got an integrated Raspberry Pi debugging probe on it. It's got a Picoscope logic analyzer connector. It's got obviously LEDs on there, which you can see. It's got 6x serial RGB programmable LEDs. It switches to test GPIOs. It's got I2C. It's got all sorts of cool stuff. But wait, there's more. We've also got this guy. They're calling it the Jambu Orca board. So this plugs in right there. And this actually has 8 controls for LEDs. So it comes with all these little connector plugs for LEDs. So yeah, now it was an LED controller. Hey, guess what? There's still more. They've also got the bottlenose board right here, which plugs in like that. Now, we've got an ESP32C6 on there. Notice, you can also daisy chain. This thing is just crazy. It's so cool. And hey, maybe you're thinking, why am I talking about a badge from last year? Well, turns out, the ICS Village badge this year, it's the back of it. They sent me early. Now, it doesn't have the screen printing, but this is the ICS Village badge for this year. It's so cool. And if we hold the button, I never know what button to hold. Let's try this guy. There we go. This is the same exact thing. It's the Free Will Eye on the badge itself, but more features. It's so cool. Now, this blinky bastard right here isn't exactly just the Free Willy from last year. No, I mean, I'll read through some of the features, but it's crazy. So this has an AI-powered gas sensor that will show off pressure, humidity, and temperature sensors, which is really cool. It's got an alcohol sensor, which I'm sure will get good use at DEF CON. Absolutely. It's got an ESP32C6. So it's got Wi-Fi, XYZ position sensor, it's got infrared, it's got a Raspberry Pi 2350. Like, that's the same processor as the entire DEF CON badge last year. It's got a 320 by 240 screen, it's got speakers. I mean, it's got a real-time clock. This thing is absolutely outrageous. So if you happen to be at DEF CON and you're at the ICS Village, well, I guess it's too late now, but yeah, this badge, out of control. Now, the folks over at Intrepid Control Systems are absolute legends, and they even sent me this badge, which was from the Car Hacking Village. This thing is absolutely cool. This is the ODB Kill badge. Now, Intrepid made this so it can actually do CAN bus car hacking. It's got a Raspberry Pi Pico in the back. This thing is absolutely legendary. So again, thanks to Intrepid Control Systems for sending this stuff out. You guys are absolutely awesome. All right, so I figure at this point we'll transition to badges that I want. And the first one I want to show off is by the same guys that made this. This is the Hack Boy. This is one of the coolest things I've ever seen. This was a badge from last year, which is kind of unobtainium at the time. And if you flip it around, this is an actual Game Boy shell. This is real. It's awesome. It runs on, I believe, a Raspberry Pi 2350, and currently it's running the version of Doom they made for it. There's a whole CTF behind it, and Not Xer is absolutely legendary. So let me hop on down to the desktop and we'll show you what we're looking at this year. Alright, so here we are down at the desktop, and we can see, hey, it's actually the web store. If we scroll down here, we can see we've got the Hack the Planet t-shirt. I priced them at $20. I'm trying to keep things as, as affordable as possible, so I'm trying not to gouge prices or anything. So if you happen to want a t-shirt, grab one down, shop.squatch.zip or shop.talkingsasquatch.com. So let's go over and check out, actually, I just have images on the desktop. So this is the And Not Xer badge. This thing is super freaking cool. I stole some pictures from Polybius. Thanks, buddy. And this is what the badge looks like. But this is what makes it so cool is if we open up the video, hello, there we go. It actually has a Pepper's Ghost effect. So that's kind of a 3D effect in there, playing all these cool animations. It's such a cool badge. I cannot wait to get my hands on one of these for sure. Now, the folks over at And Not Xer are actually the same folks behind Snacky the vending machine, so it's such a cool project. I absolutely love those guys. Can't wait to meet them. So one of the other things I'm absolutely completely obsessed by, and I need this, is the one and only Hacker Pager. Now, this thing is absolutely epic, and I love absolutely everything about it. So what's cool about this is actually a LoRa device pager. So not only is it like, really cool looking, but it's also pretty useful because, again, it's a LoRa device. There is a ton of stuff in here, a ton of stuff. They've got tools and games, and it's all open source. It's completely crazy, absolutely crazy. If we scroll back up here, let's go to the order now because we can see some more pictures of it. And it's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. Look at this thing. It is impeccable. I'll be heartbroken if I can't get my hands on one of these. But what's also really cool about this is if we go to the GitHub, it is all 100% open source. All of it. The PCB you can make yourself. The case you can make yourself. The software is available. It's right here. It is all open source. I absolutely love that about this project because it makes things available to people that may not be able to actually order it themselves, or $200 might be a lot, but maybe you can get the PCBs made and it won't be that expensive. So the folks over at Hacker Pager, I give you so much credit. And again, I really, really hope I can get my hands on one. Now, another thing I wanted to talk about are SAOs, or shitty add-ons is what they're actually known as. So this is one I grabbed last year, and it's just got a normal pin interface. And if you take it and plug it into a board like this one, can you see it? It's hard to see, but that actually lights up now. It's silly and fun, and that's what most of the SAOs are about. But there are people like Make It Hackin' making really, really cool SAOs, like this one, for instance, and he's spreading those out at Defcon as well. Make It Hackin' is an absolutely awesome creator, and he makes some really, really cool stuff. But another SAO I wanted to show off was something I've never seen before, because this is outrageous. This isn't even like an SAO. This is like a whole board right here. It is so freaking cool. This is from the Secure Aerospace Village. I'm definitely hopping down there. Hopefully I can get my hands on one of these too, because this thing is beyond awesome. It's got a whole screen on it. So freaking cool. And apparently, according to this, maybe I'm wrong, but it looks like you can actually listen to radio on it. Which, I mean, it's an SAO. That's not shitty. That's like an AAO for awesome add-on. So those are just some of the things that I'm absolutely psyched for as far as Defcon goes, but there are so many more. Specifically, I'm psyched on meeting all you guys. You guys make it so much fun to go there, and it really, it invigorates my entire love of making content. Plus, now that we got microphones and stuff, maybe I can do some interviews with other people, and I'm going to share as much of Defcon with all you guys that can't make it this year that I possibly can. If you've made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. You guys are absolute legends. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification button, all that great stuff. We'll catch you next time.